Welcome to the Sypnotix. I'm Alex, and today we're going to be talking about an 8Bitdo wireless controller. They actually call this the ultimate wireless controller, and I'm going to tell you why it actually might be the ultimate wireless controller right now. So if you're like me and you game, I do think there are really good controllers out there, and third-party controllers have really stepped it up. 8Bitdo is one of those companies. They make controllers for every platform and basically any type of shape and form factor. And this one is supposed to kind of imitate an Xbox controller. It's supposed to be like an Xbox controller replacement. And what I actually think it looks like and feels like is more like that boomerang style of I want to say it's a hybrid between like a Switch Pro controller and a PS4 controller. It's like a good mix between those two, more so than an Xbox form factor. And I personally like that feel. I actually really like the Switch Pro controller. So I do feel some of that with this controller. So that's why it feels very comfortable in my hand to hold. So cool thing about this purchase is it actually comes with the charging dock. So gone are the days where you have to buy like a replaceable battery that can be plugged into a third-party connector to charge it. This actually comes in one package with the controller. So that's actually terrific because it uses a 2.4G wireless connection. That adapter can actually go into the charging dock. So when you're not using it, you can actually plug it in on the underside of the charging dock to store it away so you don't lose it. I love that it has that there. I think it also looks great because they do offer in 3 colors. I do have this pastel pink color. You don't see a lot of pink controllers. Pink controllers are pretty rare and they are kind of costly. So it is kind of cool that there is a pink controller, and I do think it looks terrific. Seeing as this model is targeted for PC and Android, I use this for Windows, and it's been terrific on Windows 10 and Windows 11. You can actually use this with your iPad too, and iPad OS, and also your iOS things. So this is a great mobile and a PC controller. It uses an Xbox style layout with 2 paddle buttons on the rear. This controller also supports rumble vibration, which is a must-have nowadays, and the dock actually charges through USB-C. So everything's modern, everything works, and it's future-proof. I like that. As for battery life, I've been able to actually use this for quite a long time. They say 15 hours, but of course I've used it for maybe a week at a time, playing a few hours a day. So it's lasted quite a long time for my usage of the controller. So yeah, I ultimately use this with my Steam Deck more so than I use it with my PC now, because I do have my Steam Deck docked, and I do like using this controller to play with my Steam Deck. So it is kind of an all-purpose controller for me. I do love it. It is like my go-to third-party controller right now. I actually like using this more than an Xbox controller.
So the other day, I was on a Zoom call at work, and I just dropped everything I was saying, and I told them, subscribe.